best foundation ever because like it not only taught you how to be headstrong, but it also taught you how to maneuver in high pressure situations and maintain that cardio balance because wrestling is just 6 minutes of just straight brutality and it's you have to be hyper focused. You have to be ready for everything and you need to be ready to kill. Even though you're going for a pin and just takedowns, like it's a mindset of kill or be killed. You know, if you get pinned, you're dead. So you don't want to die. You want to kill the other person. And then I felt like that whole high pace maneuvering, it gives wrestlers a stronger learning curve when entering MMA.
Emilio, the Honey Badger,
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Honey Badger Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Honey Badger Hour podcast. It's your boy, the Badger, and we are back. Thank you guys for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe on the little notification bell below to keep you updated whenever we have new podcasts and reaction videos. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another special guest hailing out of the 305. Today we're joined by upcoming MMA prospect, soon to be UFC contender, the big dog, Olivier, the warrior of God, Murad. Yeah.
It's good to be here, my brother.
My man, thank you for coming, brother. I appreciate it, dog.
You already know.
Woo, how is it, man? Hey, coming off that little Winsky, bro. Feeling good last couple of weeks?
Yeah, that felt great. Coming off that victory 2 weeks ago, that was exactly what I needed.
Where was that fight at?
It was out in Monroeville, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yo, you be a road warrior. You be traveling for your fights. You be getting out there, man.
That's the best aspect of fighting. Come on,
right?
You get to travel, experience the world.
Yeah. 100%, bro. That used to be one of my things. I used to tell people, I used to fight under 3 circumstances. I'd be like, you give me an opponent, place, and money. Mm-hmm. You know, like if it's a shitty opponent and a shitty place, if the money's good, that trumps everything, you know? But sometimes if it's like a shitty opponent, but a dope place and good money, like I got to get 2 out of the 3 usually. Except for money. Money's usually, if it doesn't matter what, if the money's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds right. This fight, the opponent was ideal, you know, UFC veteran. And I needed a strong win, you know, to add to my resume. And to be honest, the pay wasn't all there, but you know, I wanted that victory. I had the opportunity, so you know, I went there and I did my thing. Came out with that W.
Bro, 20-10, right? The last big record with the last guy, bro. That's a wily veteran. That's a UFC. There's champions with records like that right now. 30 fights, 30 fights.
And he was on a 3-fight winning streak.
Woo, that's no joke, bro. And then we also, how many world titles do you have outside of the UFC right now? Like 2 or amateur 2, right?
I have 3 amateur belts. I have one world title that's a professional, and then I currently have 2 other professional MMA titles.
Oh, nice. The Titan FC, right?
Yeah.
That's are they still around right now, or we were talking about that before, right?
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not sure if they're around, but hey, they did their thing. They had a lot of recognition, so
yeah, for sure. No, it's a great organization, bro. That was like a UFC feeder league for a long time.
Yeah, that was on UFC Fight Pass for years.
Oh, did you do and then when you did the contender, that was off of your title fight from Titan when you fought for the title after? I mean, when you went to
that was about
contender series?
That was about maybe like 8 months after.
Okay, yeah, nice. That's what put you on the map for the UFC, bro.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome, dog. Yo, man, and are you from Miami? Are you born and raised in Miami, or where are you from originally?
Shoot, born and raised in New York, but I moved to Miami when I was young, so you can say I'm from Miami too.
Oh, okay. And you've been training at Freedom Fighters the whole time? That's where you started your career at?
Yeah, that's my squad. That's my gym from day one, you know? Shout out to Manolo, Ray. Yo, love you guys.
Oh, man, what a good crew, bro. And look, we just had Justin on recently. It's like a Freedom Fighter heavy month, dog. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take some hints, dog, you know? Bro, between both you guys making the rise right now, it's probably good that you have each other to train and like kind of get off each other and like you can bounce off each other's skill level. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We always pressure each other. We both have different skill sets.
Yeah, man.
And then we're just always elevating every time we're training with each other, sparring, wrestling, Muay Thai, you name it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good to have somebody like your weight class that you can push and that you can trust. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? So like that's so key when training. You know.
That trust factor is key too. Yeah.
Bro, it's huge, man. A lot of guys they train at like those big gyms with like a lot of different people, but I always liked having like a group of guys that have your best interest at heart and your best interest in them, and then like that's how you can really level up and like hit those boundaries. Because sometimes in those big gyms when you don't really know people, like a lot of ego gets in the way.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
and
right.
maybe you don't open yourself up like you should, because if you don't trust the partner you're going with, you don't want to risk doing something wrong and then getting dropped or something before a fight or getting cut. You know what I'm saying? So. You already know, dog. You know what I mean?
I used to be that nice guy in the gym, but then I started kind of catching on. Like, all right, I'm tired of taking care of people. Like, I'm always avoiding the majority of the danger, but still, like, that's it. You want to try to take off my head after like we spoke about taking it easy. That's it. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, like yo, what do you say? Like. The choice is yours, dog. Like, the level you want to go is up to you. You feel me? Like, yo, you go nice, I'm going to go nice. You want to bring it up, I'll bring it up too.
That's right.
I guess that's usually like code on the mats, right? Like for most people, like you kind of like feel each other out. But yeah, man, you go overseas, dog, some of these goddamn Russians and shit, they want to go ham from like 120%, you know what I mean? From beginning to end. You're
Especially if you're in their gym. Then it's
Yeah,
they feel like they have to show out.
Yeah, that's another one too, right? Like, whenever you're new somewhere, I guess you got to be ready for that for like the first couple weeks or month, to like break you in,
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. So, Dan, what made you get into martial arts? How'd you get into MMA and stuff, dog? You're the first time on the podcast, so we got to get through all the first time date shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you. Well, shoot, man. Like, I started off wrestling because I hated cross country. My coaches never wanted to let me run because, I didn't really show up to practice that often. And then eventually, like, my friend whose father was actually like a 2-time Greco-Roman Olympic head coach for the U.S., they invited me to come to wrestling. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the whole combat aspect. And then the moment that I saw MMA, like sometime in high school, it just clicked. Like, this is what I want to do. It wasn't like, oh, it looks a little dangerous. Nah, it was like, this is what I want to do. Like, yo, I'm doing this shit. And I love it. And then I planned that shit since high school. Stuck to it.
And then, so you were wrestling in high school, and
Yeah.
then you already knew you wanted to fight when you were in high school.
I already knew it.
Oh, that's a fucking blessing right there, bro. A lot of guys in high school, man, they don't know what is going on. They want to go to college. They don't really want to go to college, That's awesome that in high school at the early age. So, like, before you're 18, you already kind of knew, all right, you're on that vision quest,
Yeah, that's right. Because exactly what you said. Like, usually people in high school, even college, like, they don't know what they want to do. So I tried to make sure to, like, pull that out of myself. Like, what do I really want to do? Like, since like middle school, high school, I always tried to figure I got to do something benefiting people, benefit myself. I got to do something I really love. I can't just get stuck in a cubicle for all my life, not getting paid enough and then stressing out. And then, so yeah, man, life is your oyster. So you better take advantage, do what you want to do with it. It's your life at the end of the day.
Yeah, player one.
Yeah.
Right? Once you understand that life's a game, and you're the main character, dog. That's how everybody should live, right? Like, I remember Joe Rogan had a famous quote like that. Like, you need to live your life every day like you're the hero in the movie. And,
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
he used to say that, and it's just so true. But now you hear it a lot more. But, like, yeah, like player one, bro. Like, and all the great fighters, all the people you talk to, they always talk about that, Like, and once you can lock into that and you can realize, all right, you're the creator of your destiny, that's when the magic happens. I noticed for me, But, yo, I just feel like we're blessed, bro. You got super lucky being so young. I started training a little bit later in life, but like, yo, yeah, after high school, I was like in that weird no man's land where I was like, man, I was playing with like dangerous grounds, like I wasn't going to college or nothing. I didn't really know what I want to do. And then like, but once I found MMA and I found a place to put that energy and focus, it changed everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? It kind of laid out the path of life that I didn't even know was about to be. So
Amen to that.
And it got lucky that we found the gym, dog, and found something that, fucking it drives you so much,
Yeah, because I can't lie, I don't see myself really doing anything outside of fighting. Like, I work in marketing and business, so like God forbid I get like a bad injury, like I'm gonna be okay, but it's not gonna be what I want,
Yeah,
like,
man.
So take advantage now while I still can, Like fighters, we can only fight for so long.
That's the thing, bro. It's a short window, dog. It's a short window, and then you don't know. And then, like you said, you don't know when God's gonna pull your clock, when your ticket's gonna get punched.
That's right.
Some guys, like you said, man, a bad injury, boom, like big. I mean, nowadays, back in the day, knee injuries used to be like the game changer, right? Like people get a knee injury, ACL, you're like, fuck. But now,
100% recovery off of ACL tear.
now it's crazy, right? Like now, man, my boy was rolling after like 6, 7 months, 9 months, where I thought he was gonna be out for a long time. So at least we're in a good era now, and that's another good thing with fighting. You can only do it for a little bit of time, but with the modern technology and the way we're learning about our bodies and science and fitness and like physical fitness, I feel like the 20s, like 30s, like the new 20,
Mm-hmm.
And like the fighters, look at the UFC too. Some of the great fighters right now, like in their late 30s, So
Shoot, that was a conversation we were having last night. Like me, Baboon, John, you, like we're talking
Yeah.
about like, yeah, like right now we're all feeling very youthful. Like we're we're able to compete like way past the so-called prime limit.
Bro, it's crazy. And you know what it is with MMA and fighting too, dog? I think like your clock starts when you start training. Like your martial arts clock. So like if you start later, you don't have that wear and tear on your body. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
The only good thing is that when you're younger, you can absorb shit way quicker. You know, like when you're like 15, 16, it's probably easier to learn a side kick than at 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, or a spinning wheel kick or something crazy. But as far as the mat time, it's just time, bro. And that's why you see a lot of guys like 35, 36 coming into their own in MMA because they've already been in the game for 10 years, 15 years. And that's when you can really start to see you find your game and shit. You know what I'm saying? So... But yeah, man. So you started training at Freedom Fighters MMA. That was your first gym, and you've been there ever since.
Yeah, there was another gym that I popped into, Lotus Club, for like a few days. But
Okay.
Then I came across Freedom Fighters and stuck with them since forever.
That's awesome. Training with Manolo and Ray and everybody,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's a dope little squad over there. And you were doing amateurs here in Miami, right?
Yeah, I did all my amateurs here. I had 7 amateur. all
Nice.
throughout
Yeah,
Florida.
dog. Have the amateur career too, bro. But with the shin pads, did they ever take off shin pads in Miami, or they still do shin pads, right?
Now they're kind of playing with it.
Right. I seen that sometimes. Like some people take it and some people don't. So it's like hit or miss. You feel me?
Nah, but it's kind of like just like a sock. It's not really like those tough exterior shin guards.
Yeah, like those little, those are just as dangerous. Yo, I hate when you go to the gym, dog, and somebody's wearing them. Like, yo, take those fucking socks off, dog, you know? They, like, those blue and red ones. That's when you know you're like, oh, this guy, and he probably can fucking...
Yeah, fuck that, right.
Some
You probably have, like, a
sambo shit,
taekwondo
you know what I'm saying?
background.
When they come in with those shin pads, you're like, yo, this guy kicks crazy, bro, you know? That's so true, dog. Like a taekwondo. Starts doing side kicks at you and spinning wheel kicks. Hey, relax, bro.
Shoot, when I started, I pulled up to the gym wearing those shin guards and like the MMA gloves that weren't padded. So then everyone was like, "Yo, what the fuck?
Oh,
What are you about to do?
A kung fu gym, dog.
You guys are trying to like, what are you gonna do? Fuck us up or some shit? Like, shit, just got the wrong gear. My bad.
Yeah, I know. And that's another thing too, right? Like you get the wrong gear and people will judge you, dog. You know, like sometimes I'll see a guy at the gym and they'll come in with like some fucking nice ass gloves and gear and headgear. I'm like, oh, this
You
guy's
think it's
legit.
nasty? Like, oh shit, yo, cow.
Like, yo, if you're spending $300 on your gear, this guy's gonna be good, you know. And then you
has
fucking
to
you're
know
like,
his shit.
yeah, and you're like, god damn. You're like, oh, never mind, you know.
Shit,
You got the
yo.
guy with like different color shin pads and he's basing you up. You're like, what's going on here?
That dude's the legend and shit. Yo, those shin guards, I remember buying those shin guards because I saw on the internet. I'm like, damn, these shin guards are like $80, $90. I'm like 19 years old. I don't got that money. I saw like a $15 pair of shin guards on Amazon
yeah.
coming in 2 days.
Those are the straight sock joints.
Yeah.
Dog. Yeah. That's the thing, bro. Training's expensive. It's kind of an expensive sport. Well, like, you know, not expensive because you only need your body and jiu-jitsu and stuff, but
It can add up. Like
it can add up, bro. You know?
Therapy, whatever you need.
Yeah, bro. When you have a fight, I'm sure you know this, right? Like, most of my money gets spent on recovery when I'm in fight camp. You know, like just trying to maintain the body or whatnot. You know. But man, so yeah, we had so after the Contender Series, how was the experience fighting for Dana White's Contender Series? Did you get like the UFC vibes, feels, and stuff like this? All the same staff and everything, right?
Yeah, same staff, same vibe. Quiet. I really like that whole quiet atmosphere.
Oh, you like it?
I can hear everyone talking shit in the stands.
Oh,
it's funny.
man.
It's hilarious. I loved it.
So, bro, you fought like in the middle of the pandemic when shit was crazy with the mask.
Yeah, had
COVID
to weigh in
right?
with the mask.
You had to weigh in with the mask, dog. And you went to Vegas. Was Vegas real crazy locked down, or was it pretty open when you were there, like Miami?
Vegas was not locked down. Vegas felt like Miami. Everyone was just walking around town, enjoying themselves. Yeah, getting drunk, you know, doing what people do in Vegas. It felt good. What was cool about that Vegas trip is that I was supposed to fight the Jibin cat.
Yeah.
I was supposed to fight him maybe like 3 weeks prior. So I went up to Vegas already, and then as I landed in Vegas, I got a call talking about his passport wasn't checked out. So then I just kind of had like a free 5-day flight to Vegas. And then I flew back 2 weeks later.
I saw that. It's on their thing. It has a canceled bout with him, you know? And then that's why he's a ONE FC vet, right? Where's he fighting now? Is he like fighting is he in the ONE FC still, or you're saying he's doing Contender or something again?
Yeah, I remember the last thing I heard about him was that supposedly he had another Contender Series fight lined up, but I haven't seen anything about it yet.
Yeah, I know. I fought a guy from his gym. I fought one of his teammates. You know, they have like a good little squad over there of guys, and they were all in ONE FC at first. Like all of them were signed to ONE FC, and then but now I think they're all got out of their one. I think they're all trying to push over to the UFC now. You know, I think they train with he used to know that kid that the one that just fought Peter Yan, Young Sedong.
Okay, yeah.
I think they're like all homies out there and shit. You know, like Yo, Chinese MMA is really growing, bro. They really stepped up their game.
Now that you're talking about that, I remember when I fought him, like he had plans of staying in the U.S. for like another month. I think he was trying to look to get like a place, get like a work visa.
Yeah, I think he was training at Alpha Male with his boys. Like they have a little squad over there of the Chinese guys because they always do like traveling and shit, you know.
Getting away from I don't really know like how hard life is for him over there, but it sounds like U.S. is the better option, like less taxes.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, you don't want to go back to communist China, dog. They ain't got the air's fucked up there. Like the air's like really smoggy. You know what I'm saying? Some places in China are really nice, and those guys they probably get taken care of though. That's the thing. Like communist countries they take care of their athletes.
Right.
So you might get that like government funding type style of what I mean of support, which is always good, you know. So, but yo, would you explain your style of MMA?
Well-rounded.
Well-rounded?
I kind of go at it from every aspect. Sometimes I feel like my technique may not be the cleanest, but hey, I can pull it off against any high caliber fighter.
But you know how to fight. That's the key, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of there's something about that. Like I know I get that a lot too with myself too, where it's like I feel like looking at it might be not nothing crazy, but I know how to fight. You know,
Right.
like I know how to win. I
still
know how to
you
get
still
it done.
that victory. Yep.
Exactly.
You know how to get it
Exactly.
done.
And that goes a long way because like you can. I always say there's always different types of guys, right? But like you can learn like how to hit pads and look clean, but then that doesn't mean you know how to fight. Like there's so much more in fighting that like you can't really explain or teach. You know that you only can learn by doing it, right? Like distance, timing, little things like that you can't really get on an Instagram reel. You know.
Yeah, you can master that technique, but if you don't have that mindset, throwing the technique in the heat of battle, you're gonna cower. You're gonna cower, and then your technique is gonna falter. And
Yeah.
that's when you get laid out or something like that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, true. What did they say? It's the shots that you don't see,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You can't really look away. If you're gonna get hit, might as well just look at it head
Yeah,
on.
man.
It's actually not as bad as you expected.
Yeah, if you can see it, if you know it's coming, like you're braced for it, you know. But it's like those unexpected ones, and when you're out of condition, when you're not conditioned, right?
Yep.
When you got to strengthen that body. That's why those short notice fights are very dangerous. That people don't talk about. Like they aren't dangerous if you're always in gear, but for me, I feel like there's something about getting into like that fight preparation where like you just harden your body. Where like even getting rocked, like you're in good shape and you got good legs under, you can recover quicker.
Exactly.
Whereas like yeah, I remember when he fought Makachev. I don't know like how fight ready his body was to fucking go into war for 5 rounds.
That was
I'm
what
saying?
like he fought him like a month and a half later.
Bro, wait, no, like fought like on a week notice, bro.
Yeah, that wasn't right because I thought when you get knocked out, he didn't get knocked out the first one, did he?
No, the first one he had that was when he had a training camp and he almost beat him. I thought he won that fight, though. Everybody thought he won that fight. I thought he got robbed. You know what I'm saying?
No 30-day suspension. So he just wanted to get that victory back.
Yeah. But he hadn't been training he hadn't had a fight lined up or anything. Well, he was scheduled to fight Ilya, but he felt like he could win that fight, dog. You know what I'm saying? So when he got the call, and imagine changing your net worth of like his net worth probably increased significantly after taking that fight on, and that was like a high grossing pay-per-view too. So, but I don't know if he got pay-per-view points for that one because I didn't know this till recently. In the UFC for the main events and stuff, only the champion gets pay-per-view points in UFC fights. So meaning pay-per-view points, like they get money off of the pay-per-views that they sell. But I always thought that if you're on the main card, you get everybody on the main card gets pay-per-view points. I thought everybody got a percentage. It's not even everybody. It's only the champion, bro. So even the contender just gets their flat rate, which is crazy, dog.
Okay, so like let's say like Makachev is the headliner, and then you got Conor McGregor. He fights maybe like the co-main event or fight behind. Like pretty much the champion is supposed to get the pay-per-view points.
Yeah, only the champion. Now Conor, I'm sure he has different
probably
deals.
has it right.
Some guys had different deals. Like when Masvidal fought Usman on like 1 week notice, when he flew to fucking in Fight Island and all that crazy shit, he asked for pay-per-view points, and he was a challenger. So nobody's ever really done that. Only few guys. Some guys will get it, So I know when he took that Usman fight, he got some serious bread because he took on the pay-per-view points. And I found out a little bit about the pay structure from there, So it's pretty good, but you got to get 1 million views, dog. That's how when you start making the real money.
Yeah.
Because it starts to increment like every 500 or something. Yeah. So, but it's hard, man. A lot of these UFC, it's hard to draw, bro. The UFC doesn't really have. I think Chama, Periera right now is the biggest star in the UFC,
hands down,
for sure, right? And he doesn't speak English, dog, which is crazy. They always used to be like, oh, you got to speak English to be marketable. And he's changing the game by just laying people out dead.
Yep, he doesn't
on
really
a regular,
have to say much. Doesn't have to say much. That's perfect.
all he's got to say is trauma, you know? Speaking of, bro, we were watching the fights last night. What'd you think of the card? We just finished. So it's Sunday here, guys. I don't know how soon I can get this out, but it's Sunday afternoon. We just finished watching the fights, right? UFC 307. Alex Periera just stopped Cahill Rountree. Round 5, dog. Bro, that's... What a fight. I picked in the podcast before, I picked Rountree because he's so fast. I was just like, and then all the champions were losing. So I was like, nah, maybe, you know, I think maybe there'll be another change of tides, but... Periera, dog, what a beast, bro. Hey, he was just always out of the way.
He was just a few inches off. Like, Rountree was just right there to connecting everything.
And you know what happened, though? I think that's how he got tired, bro. Just exploding in and out, and he always exploding and missing, bro. Exploding and missing. But he hit him with that nice kick.
Oh, yeah, he had that head kick.
You know?
He almost had that powerful sweep.
Yeah,
he just barely missed.
And then he dropped him with, like, a hook or something, you know, for a second. Like, he got, like, quick flash. But, yo, Periera always calm. His face never changes, dog. It's crazy, yo. I wonder how now the next fight will be Ankalaev. He hasn't fought a wrestler, bro.
That's going to be a tough fight because Ankalaev is just a tough motherfucker.
And he can wrestle, dog.
So that'll be a good challenge for Periera.
Wrestling his whole life, though. That's the only catch, bro. Where, like, because Periera, bro, he's 11-2, bro. Or, like, 12-2 now. You know, under 15 fights, bro.
Doesn't have too many fights.
And he's 9-1 in the UFC. So, like, he went to the UFC with, like, under 6 fights. And he's already got 2 titles.
I think it was 3-1 when he entered the UFC.
Oh, maybe, bro. You might be right,
like
dog.
that.
And usually when guys go to UFC early like that, it doesn't pan out. You know, usually like they gotta like go back and go to, you know, sometimes.
Not him.
But not him, bro. Even Izzy, when Izzy went to UFC, he had a lot of fights already. MMA, he was already like 15-0, 16-0 when he went to the UFC. But I think Izzy, he fought a lot more wrestlers, and in fighting in China and shit, he had to fight. And there's no Chinese guys his size, so he's fighting all the Russian guys that come to China because it's close, right? So he fought a lot of grapplers, and before he got to the UFC, he got kind of tested with the takedowns from a lot of grapplers. But Periera, he kind of jumped the line, and then even in the UFC, he's been dodged. He hasn't really fought no grapplers though, dog. You know what I'm saying?
His first fight, the one that he won with a bicycle knee, like he was getting taken down. But he was able to maneuver and then eventually work his way up. And then after that, it's like you don't see him getting taken down anymore.
That's right. Oh, my gosh. That's the one where he hit the flying knee, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. He was going for it in this fight, too, with Ryan. He hit... Fuck, man. The complete package, though, dog. All his jab, and he started developing that jab.
That jab was what saved his ass. Well, I can't even really say save it because he was utilizing it the entire fight. Like he was losing. It seemed like he was losing the rounds against Rountree, but that jab just kept on adding up. Like you noticed in the beginning of the second, Rountree's nose started to get swollen, and then over time, Periera just stayed consistent with that jab. And then, you just started seeing Rountree gasping for air. He started getting sluggish and just continuously getting popped to the point where Periera just started unloading, started mixing in the knees, the hooks, everything.
Yeah, but it all came off the jab. So what do they say? That's the most important strike in fighting. You know, I think in MMA too, just as much. I know a lot of boxers talk shit about MMA. They're like, oh, they don't utilize the jab, but it's like the first punch I got. I always feel like the cross is a little bit harder, you know, but the jab is like right there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But they always say when you can connect with the one, you can connect with the two behind. But so now I got to tell myself and I forget to fucking throw my two, you know? But the jab all day long, hell yeah. No, he opened it up. That opened up the game for him, dog. And then he got that nice, he's got 2 fifth round KOs. He knocked out Izzy in the 5th round. Not many people can carry that type of knockout power into the 5th round, dog. You know? In the Izzy fight, he was losing, dog. Mm-hmm. Fuck. That's got to be a hard one to swallow for Izzy, you know. But he didn't, he wasn't even like out late, because most other guys got laid out. He was doing like, that was a weird one where he was like kind of bobbing. Remember when they fucking in New York too, Madison Square Garden, dog. But I think that weight class is too much for Periera, bro.
The 205?
185, cutting down.
Yeah, he seems more comfortable right now,
bro. And he could take a good shot in this one because Rountree was putting it on him, dog, and he's just eating it like nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
and then Rountree's a big dude, like 6'1", cutting down the 205, but then standing next to Periera, everyone's like, he's so small. Like, damn, like, yo, come on.
How big is Periera?
So big. Well, 6'4"? He's 6'4", but solid.
6'4".
Periera is.
Dog, Periera's 6'4", solid. His head is like half of that, dog, you know? That guy's got a real, like, statue head, bro. Yeah, man. And I've trained with Rountree and Tiger Muay Thai before in Thailand. I was there for a little bit when he was there. My coach was training him a lot. he's a behemoth. That's a big boy, dog. You know, like you're around Rountree, like, oh shit, this guy's big. And Periera was on the weigh-ins. That's where I changed my predictions, dog. When in the pre-fight, I was like, oh, I think Rountree might get him. But when I saw them on the weigh-ins, bro, and I saw how much bigger Poton was, I was like, oh man, that's a tall order, bro.
Man, I was really going for Rountree because one, I'm a southpaw, and then two, I'm always fighting people taller than me. So
Yeah.
I was really going for Rountree.
Fuck. Southpaws.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm jelly, bro. I wish if I would change anything, I would go back. I would start southpaw. I think maybe now if I would train guys southpaws is the shit for fighting, bro. A lot of the best fighters are southpaw. You know, like you know what I noticed overseas too. You can see like a lot of the Russian and Cuban. You ever notice a lot of the Cuban boxers are all southpaw?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, isn't that weird? Like and then Japanese. There's a lot of Japanese southpaw. And there's a lot of Russian southpaw.
Yeah, I noticed that Periera's a southpaw, I think.
He's
Or maybe a
orthodox,
switch
but he
fighter.
switches, and dog, he is so good that he switches. He's not. He's orthodox in nature. Like he'll usually fight orthodox, but yo, he beat Jose Aldo southpaw because he got his leg chopped up in the first round, and he beat Aldo with an adjustment.
That was a great fight.
How crazy, bro! That guy beat Aldo striking in his secondary stance. That's how fucking prime time he was when that fight happened, you know? And then Aldo, speaking of the devil, dog, Aldo got robbed. I don't know, did he get robbed or
I
This
missed that
shit
fight.
Pissed me off, dog. I was so mad, bro. Listen, I don't even know. Maybe that guy won, dog, but Aldo was like, who are these judges, bro? They don't know who the fuck they're watching, bro. That's Aldo, dog. Like if he doesn't get dropped and he doesn't get taken down, you never give a decision against him, bro. How are they gonna do a split against the most everybody's favorite fighter, dog, you know? And he's 38 years old. That's what pisses me off, dog. He just beat a top contender. He could have been like getting a back for title contention.
Yep.
And at 38 years old, dog, like I bet you every training camp takes it out of him different than it used to, bro. You know what I'm saying? So then for him to have to go back and go back to the drawing board at 38 on a fight that I thought he won, that sucks, bro. 'Cause he ain't got too many training camps left, bro. You know?
Yeah, 38, 30, but
tough,
man, like
dog.
for some reason I thought he was much older. So that's good to see that, like, 38, he should just maybe have a couple more fights.
Yeah,
in him.
yeah.
And he just came off a good victory. He fought one of my friends, Jonathan Martinez.
You know that guy?
Yeah, Jonathan was on I think he was on like a 5-fight winning streak. Like he was on a tear.
Bro, you got to be so good to beat Aldo. If you beat Aldo, that guy's not going to fight for a title next, like Kid Batista. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe he's super legit, dog, because nobody's... Man, yeah, the last fight your Aldo kind of did work on this kid, bro. And like you're saying, this kid's really
He looked
good, right?
He looked good. Like people were thinking like, Jose Aldo's gonna be washed up. Like no. Like he shows that he's still healthy and he's still in it to win it.
He looks good, dog. He looks good. He's fast, you know? He doesn't throw a lot of low kicks anymore, but, bro, kicking fucks you up, right? Tell me if I'm crazy, dog. My kick's not that good, but you know why, bro? 'Cause I know, and like I could tell you how many training camps. The training camp starts. You're throwing kicks. I kick somebody's elbow. I kick their knee, and then I can't fuck. And then your shins hurt. Your knee hurts. You know, you kick your foot. You hurt your foot. So then you don't. So yo, I'm telling you, bro. Like, and then when I started low kicking in fights, bro, my feet were fucked up so bad for like weeks after, dog. You know, on a low kick heavy fight, your shins and feet, bro. It's a lot, dog.
Man, funny that you say that. Like I think my last like 5 fights, I walked into my fights with banged up knees, and I kind of messed them up from kicking. Like my last fight when I fought the Camaraderie guy, the 20-10 guy, I was training with my teammate and we clashed knees. He basically destroyed my knee, and then like a week and a half before the fight, I checked the kick with that same injured spot, and that shit kind of sat me down just checking the kick, but. Excuse me. Thank God I went into that fight like focused and I felt ready. You know, I kind of just ignored the pain and I landed a bunch of kicks myself. So that was great.
Oh man, it's weird, right? How when the fight happens, you just fucking like it all go, and then as soon as the bell ends, everything comes.
Yeah, right. It all comes
like,
back.
Sure, like ah.
I felt all that shit walking throughout the airport.
Yeah. Did you go? Justin went with you to Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Who'd you go with? Just you two, or who else went?
It was a Justin. Mark also came.
Oh, nice.
I had my friend Andres from Fighters Delight. Like, yeah, he got some really good videos for me. Like he's kind of making a documentary for me. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice, bro. Fighters are like, oh yeah, I got them on Instagram and follow them. Okay, I don't know who. Maybe I probably do. I don't know if I know him in person. I probably seen him around. You know?
Try to introduce you to him one day.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let me know. But they've been doing work. He does interviews and stuff too, or they just.
He doesn't really do interviews, but he's kind of been like flying around. Like he's been getting invited to like do some photography work and videography work at a bunch of like jiu-jitsu tournaments all around. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta start taking advantage of these damn cameras, you know, and like using them for other things. Cause
Yeah.
and now I know how to edit. I'm learning how to edit and shit from the podcast. It's a good little. You just lit a little light in my head. I'm like, oh, I gotta start going to these fight shows and shit, you know, and getting video. You know what it is with video?
Yeah, you could probably set up
train,
like a little
bro.
like a portable little podcast studio, like in a sense. I don't know, like get like one of the mics that has a little muffler
Oh
thing.
yeah. I have one of those in the. I have a.
Bring like 2 chairs, put it in the corner, something. I don't
And
know.
then after a fight, we like get some interviews for guys or something,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, I was doing the commentating for I was gonna do it for Justin's fight. This it got canceled. It was gonna be this Saturday, which is
Yeah,
crazy. But they're gonna
man.
push it back a month, you know.
I can't believe that fight got postponed. But hey, man, it is what it is. At least he still has that title fight lined up.
Yeah,
So that's good.
it's rough though, cause like when you're locked in, dog. You know, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. Like sometimes you may have like some lingering injuries and you can fix some things up, and then sometimes you're just locked in, ready to go, and then you're like, ah.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta like reset your brain, dog. You know, like you're already hit. Like you know, your brain starts thinking about. You know, where it's going to be, and you really start focusing for that day, you know?
It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, exactly.
Shoot, that Contender Series fight when the fight got postponed for me, I felt like I was a little heavier on weight than usual. So I kind of had like an extra 2-3 weeks to cut the weight. So that was cool.
So what, like a couple weeks extra, so, but damn, bro, but you're like kind of peaked for the fight.
Yeah.
And you go back sparring, you do like 2 more sparring weeks training, and then go back to fight week again, I guess, right? Oh, man, so you were in Vegas where'd you go with Manolo?
The first time I went with one of my teammates, and then the second time around I went with Manolo and Ray.
Oh, nice, bro. And then, so how was and you guys fought in the Apex?
Apex. Yep.
Oh, what's the Apex like, dog?
It's cool. I dig it.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna say you like fighting in the you like the quiet crowds, huh?
To be honest, I prefer like a packed house because I feed off the energy. Whether it's negative or you chanting me on, like I feed into that.
Yeah.
That's
for
all
sure.
good energy for me.
Yeah. Good or bad is it
Yeah, that's
fills
good
you
for me.
up.
Yeah, talk your shit. I love going to enemy territory and fucking up the hometown hero.
You fought on the road a lot. You traveled. You
Yeah.
have a few fights traveling,
I
dog.
don't know how many times I went to people's hometowns and beat them in it.
Yeah, bro, that's what's up, dog. So Titan FC was kind of good for you because that's like your home. That was kind of you like fighting home too, though, right?
That
Like,
was
you get
that was awesome. Like I never really get to fight home, so that was great to have everyone fly in, shoot, buy tables, tickets.
Yeah, that's a good
probably
time.
the most I ever sold. That was awesome to have like the whole crew, the whole family there.
That's the thing, bro. When you win and everybody's there, god damn, that's the best feeling after when you see your people's, dog. That's like that's like those are one for the record books that you can keep in the memories, For
But
sure.
then if it's like a fight on the road, you're in this backyard town, sometimes you might not want to step out, like me being of color, there's some areas that I would fight at and people would give me bad looks and it's like, maybe I should be careful where I step out.
I'm trying to think. Where's some Chicago? You been to Chicago? Where you saying?
Chicago, I used to live out there for college for about like a year and a half, 2 years.
Oh, with Justin, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
we went
right.
up there for
I
college.
forgot. Yo, you
That
guys
was
were
fun.
wrestling teammates together and everything, dog. What high school you went to? You went to high school here in Miami, right?
Yeah, I went to the high school in Hammocks. It's called Felix Varela.
Oh yeah. Fuck. How old am I, dog? When I was in 9th grade, was the first year they opened.
Oh shit.
So I don't know how old Varela is. They got to be like 20 years old now, probably.
Yeah, something like that. Damn. Yeah,
Maybe like a
so
20-year anniversary because I think it's been I'm turning 38, so graduate 18. Yeah, dog. So Varela's first. I've been to Varela a few times. I had a girlfriend from there, and then my cousin used to go there. So I used to go there all the time.
Yeah, I think it opened in like 99, 2000.
Yeah, that's when I started high school, 99. Yeah, I was 2004 graduation year. It's supposed to be, Yeah,
that's
I remember
dope.
when I was 9th grade. And then my cousin went there. My cousin was like, it was the first year of school, so it was like everything was dope, Like I used to go there and what up?
The wrestling coach for Varela, when I told you that the Olympic Greco-Roman U.S. coach
Yeah,
was my first coach, he was coaching Varela prior. He was the first wrestling coach for Varela.
really? No
Nestor
way.
Verona.
That's how you met him.
I met him when I was in middle school, but like pretty much one of his students was actually my head coach when I was in high school.
Oh, nice, bro. One of his students in Varela.
Yeah,
Okay,
this guy
okay,
Emilio.
word.
Ironically, his name's Emilio too.
Oh, word? Fuck, I
But,
don't know him.
But Emilio Condis, yeah.
But he's straight wrestling. He didn't fight or anything, right?
Nah, just straight wrestling. Right now, he's the athletic director. I think still at Coral Park.
Oh, nice. Here in Miami.
Yeah.
Dade County boy. Yo, how good is like? Do you feel like wrestling was a good pedigree for you to transition to your martial arts career and the professionals?
The best foundation ever, because like it not only taught you how to be headstrong, but it also taught you how to maneuver in high pressure situations and maintain that cardio balance, because wrestling is just 6 minutes of just straight brutality, and it's you have to be hyper focused. You have to be ready for everything, and you need to be ready to kill, even though you're going for a pin. And just takedowns, like it's a mindset of kill or be killed. You know, if you get pinned, you're dead. So you don't want to die. You want to kill the other person. And then I felt like that whole high paced maneuvering, it gives wrestlers a stronger learning curve when entering MMA.
And you learn how to rev your engine at a level that like, because you can be doing, I know guys that you can be doing jiu-jitsu for a long time, but they might never feel that
Just
pressure
passive.
of like
You're
that
too
wrestling.
passive.
Yeah. So you can be like in jiu-jitsu, or you can even be a Muay Thai guy your whole life, you know. But that high school wrestling, that it's hard to explain to people like what it is on those, because it's 2 minute matches, right? With 2 minute period, you know. But it's like you got to move in those 2 minutes, dog. It's only 2 minutes, so it's weird, right? Because it's like it seems like a little bit, but it's a lot going on in those 2 minutes. And like you were saying, you got to be on point, like locked in from the beginning to end, you know.
Yeah, it's like you're pressed on time, and it just brings out this level of grit that I haven't experienced in any other sport. Like, to be honest, MMA kind of feels a little bit more relieving, you know, because one, I'm not in my stance the whole time, crouching down, squatted. You know, I got time to breathe. I can dictate the pace. Wrestling is kind of just very high pace, you know.
It doesn't stop, right? Yeah, for sure, man. No. They always say wrestling is like do you think that's the best base for any martial for MMA fighter? Wrestling, for sure, right?
Yeah, hands down, because of that learning curve and that mental confidence. I feel like jiu-jitsu kind of gives you more of an ego rather than you know that confidence. Like wrestling, like you feel confident, not just ego driven.
I got you. Yeah.
And you have that muscle behind it.
And the confidence, the mental dexterity. So you know that no matter how hard it gets, you're gonna be able to push through.
Yeah.
Which I think is for wrestlers too, you know? Like I remember coming up when I first started training, like, yo, the wrestlers would be like the biggest fucking pain in the ass for any type of fighter, dog. You're fighting wrestling, like, fuck, you know, unless you're a wrestler, you know? But that's why when I started training, it's when I was like, oh, this is what I need to be like my base, you know? And I'm really proud of my wrestling now, or that I feel like I've got to like a super high level without doing any high school or college wrestling. But like I feel like my wrestling is very high, but that's because that's what I really focused on for most of my MMA career, you know? Like, I got really lucky, too. When I went to Thailand, I got to train under George Hickman and Frank Hickman. And then I had Mike Rio as my first wrestling coach.
Right.
So Mike Rio is a fucking phenomenal coach, bro. Bro, that guy got me to my wrestling, like, fucking high level, you know? When I went to Thailand, I was already pretty good. And then working with George and Frank Hickman, bro, like, it's funny. I went to Thailand, but I didn't really get it. I learned more wrestling than Muay Thai and shit, you know? Because I was in the MMA rooms with them all the time. And then whenever I was fighting a striker or something, so I'd be like, oh, try to take him down, you know? So even though I was in Thailand for 10 years, dog, you know, I should have been doing more elbows and knees, but whatever.
Very like a little combination of both. Like when it comes to striking, I feel like Muay Thai is like the equivalent to wrestling, because you have that mental dexterity and also that physical endurance to like endure, counter, and then pressure them.
Bro, yeah, that's what I say, yeah. So for striking's tough, because like boxers will see Muay Thai guys and they'll be like, it's fucking your hands or whatever, but Muay Thai is it's like the full fight, bro. Elbows, knees, you know, like, and kickboxers, like K1 guys, there's like always a big argument, like what is better, K1 or Muay Thai? But I think Muay Thai, because it's the full, and then the wrestling, the grappling aspect, dog. You see Thai guys with fucking cauliflower, bro, and it's a great base, because you get a Thai kid who's been clinching since he was 5 years old, and he's already really hard to take down just naturally. Just strong ass hips, you know? You don't really know what to do, but you teach them wrestling, and it's like,
they'll catch on
strong,
fast,
bro. And they're already like, with Greco, they're kind of really good because they know how to hand fight and their base. And in Muay Thai, like if your ass hits the mat, it's like super bad. That's like the worst. That's like a knockdown. If you get swept in Muay Thai or tripped, it counts the same as like a knockdown, I'm pretty sure. So they try to at all costs not to go down, you know? You ever seen when they have like when they catch the kick and they start like they go to sweep and they
they jump over.
Fuck, man.
That's that dexterity.
That's that dexterity, dog. You know, the no necks. But yeah, Muay Thai and grappling and wrestling are very similar, like with those two things. And then that's what I liked about Muay Thai when I got there. It was like, it's like clinching with wrestling, you know, like Greco style.
That clinch, like, to be honest, what I've learned to pick up in the pro circuit, not many people know Muay Thai. Like, not many people know how to throw knees, elbows, or no clinch work.
My brother, you just nailed it. Don't even. I mean, I feel like we're spilling beans and
Yeah,
secrets
yeah,
right here.
right. Gotta
Should keep it on the low.
They gotta pay
because-
for that. They gotta.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, dog. Even in the UFC, bro, look at the guys who are so effective. They have like the guys who are nasty with it. They have a lot of like Matt Brown was pretty good with the elbows and knees. Cahill, that's why he went to Cahill Rountree. That's why he went to Thailand when he got knocked out by Johnny Walker with the elbows.
He came back and just.
He went back to Thailand.
His Muay Thai was complete.
Yeah, he went back to. He went to like the real. He was in Bangkok. He was training at Pet Sydney. Like a fucking super straight. They had like all Lumpini champions there. He was like, and he went there and did it like proper Thai style, like living in the gym. Because in the Thai gyms, they look like a little family, like they all train together and they live together and then they eat dinner after training. They always eat together at the house and shit. So he was like eating on the floor with the Thais, you know what I mean? Like completely immersed. And then he came back
Ready.
crazy, dog, But his kicks are something scary, Yeah, man, that was dope. But Muay Thai and wrestling are up there. But then boxing, bro, you go with a good boxer and he boxes your face off, bro.
Muay Thai and wrestling, you'd go to shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, dog? That's the thing. Yeah, for sure.
It's a complete package. You have to be collected. Like you can come in as like the best wrestler, but all you need is just a little bit of knowledge of jiu-jitsu. Like you don't even need to fully submerge yourself. You just need enough knowledge to just maneuver and defend submissions, and then you can dominate the entire fight.
Bro. Okay, the game is changing. So when I first started training, I guess you're a little bit younger than me. When I first started training, like all the champions were jiu-jitsu guys. So that was like the bee's knees, jiu-jitsu wrestling, Then we went to like the striking era, like Sprawl and Brawl, Lyoto Machida, and like all these guys. And then went back to wrestling, and so like the pendulum swings back and forth, But I lost a little bit of track there. No, but the specialist right now is one of the things that there's not too many guys. Alex Periera is one of the last few specialists left. We're like meaning.
Yeah, he's solely a striker.
Yes, we're like, but nowadays in the UFC, like the last specialist before him, I would say Khabib with the grappling, right? Because Khabib wasn't really throwing no jabs, bouncing and moving.
Yeah,
he wasn't trying to fake the funk. He's like, he knew exactly what yeah. But the specialists, I always appreciate the specialists, but it's a dying breed in MMA because you can't really hang no more nowadays, Like, you need to know it all. Oh, that's what I was going to say. My bad. I got off track. You were saying, bro, I always thought you needed to do jiu-jitsu, like get a purple belt, know all the submissions. Dog. Now I'm like, I don't know, bro. I know a lot of people in a lot of gyms that they don't even really roll, dog. They only do jiu-jitsu with gloves, and their whole shit is getting up. You get taken down, get up. So... And I'm thinking that might be the way to go, bro, because I think it's easier to learn defense and offense, right? So you can get really good at defending takedowns and submissions, and you don't really need to know too much, right? Like for MMA at least, because just you got to be able to strike a lot more.
You got to really know how to defend chokes, arm bars, triangles, and heel hooks. You got to know the leg game. Bro, you have to know the leg game. If you don't know the leg game, then you're in big trouble.
I really want to go for leg locks. I really wish I would have went for more leg locks in my fights, but it's just scary falling on your back, dog. Like
it's so easy just to get clobbered going for the heel hook.
And then, bro, I don't know if this has been my experience. Submissions are hard in fights, dog. Motherfuckers don't want to tap. They're not gonna give it to you. And heel hooks is one of those things that's like, it's hard to get it locked in. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys will let their legs break. That's the thing with lock joints and submissions in MMA, right? Some fighters, some coaches will say like they don't even like going for like arm locks and shit because people will just take the pain and get out.
Yeah, and then you give up position.
And then you give up position. Like you drop back for an arm bar, the guy toughs it out, and then he gets on top. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Triangles too. Like you roll for the triangle, you can be on your back when they get out. Even the rear naked choke, bro, I'll fucking blow my legs out. Sometimes I get the guy's back in the first round and you hold the back the whole time and your legs get tired. So now I'm in my later career, if I get to the top, I'll try to ride on top, half guard, you know what I'm saying? Guard, smash, rather than even from the back,
I remember that first fight I lost. I almost tapped him out in the first 30 seconds. I had a anaconda on him, I believe. It was anaconda. And then he was going out. His face was purple in the video, but in my head, I'm thinking like, let me not blow my arms out. This is the beginning. Yeah. I should have let it happen. I did some stupid shit. I decided to pull a guillotine while he was driving in for a takedown. I thought, why not? And then I felt like it looked bad in the eyes of the judges. And then,
2 losses, decision losses.
Yeah, decision
and
losses.
And 1 split. So shit, like that's fucking probably 2 fights you could probably easily get back.
Yeah,
You know
oh
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
oh yeah.
100%, dog. You know, so that's something good that you can have your hold in high regards. You know, as far as
Yeah, those two fights, I went in, busted knee, because no one wanted to fight me. Like, I had an issue where I was only fighting once a year because I would have like around 20 to 30 people. One time, even 40 people declined me between fights. So then this fight seemed like a good matchup for LFA, and then I got injured doing submissions, doing leg submissions on big people. Yeah, fucking stupid. So I fucked up my knee again a week before the first loss I had, so I couldn't wrestle. And then I still whooped this guy's ass. I left that fight unscathed, and yeah, that guy basically had to go to the hospital. He was all banged up. I'm talking to the doctor. He's asking me if I'm okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Nothing really. And then the other guy's like, oh, yeah, my ribs, my face. Yeah, face was all lumped up, bleeding. Ribs were all bruised. And then the same thing for the second fight. I fought Uriah Faber's coach, the Muay Thai coach, and then he seemed way more banged up than I did, and I felt fine. I didn't even feel banged up. He was limping. I checked a lot of his kicks. Yeah,
bro, let's check those fucking kicks. It's high risk, high reward.
I love
dog,
Muay Thai. I love it.
Muay Thai is the shit. That's
Yeah,
no.
shit.
I want to go back to Thailand for like 6 months and just fucking clinch and like what I was gonna do the first time, but like I wasn't an amateur back then. So then I went pro and I just started fighting MMA. But now I want to go there and just like get lost in the Muay Thai for like I should have done 10 years ago.
Yeah. Would it be a problem like if I go and do those like backyard fights, go to a bar, I get some drinks, throw some scrap,
Yo,
a little scrap in the ring?
You can go to the reggae bar. They have one place.
You got a
where
reggae bar? Oh, we out.
It's a
Let's
reggae
go.
bar where you can fight. You fight for a bucket of like cheap liquor, you know. And then I'll give you. I have some friends that like. So usually it's like two tours, like drunk Australian guys that fight each other. In PB Island, they have a bar like that. But I had some friends that were fighters, and they'll go in there and just kill some guys, just murk some motherfuckers. Like, oh, this ain't even right, bro. Like, you can't go in there, dog. You know.
Get myself a bottle. Fight for a bottle. Why not?
You never been to Thailand, right?
No, not yet.
You gotta go to Bang. You gotta check out Bang Tao, dog, and do like a little camp there. You know.
Yeah, Joe Ray was always telling me to go out there. Yeah, that's the wrestling coaches that you told me about, right?
Yeah, Frank and George and Frank Hickman, they're out there right now. My boy Alex, he's the head jiu-jitsu coach. He's one of the part owners that helped. He's the one that got it started going and everything, got the logo and the name and shit. I haven't even been there yet, which is crazy, bro. Like, I left just when they were opening it and making it happen.
Gotcha.
I came back to America, dog. I got like a little bit during the pandemic, like I was going a little bit crazy over there, like.
Yeah, how was it? How was the pandemic?
It was lockdowns, bro. It was like bad lockdowns. Like they locked down the whole country. So when I left Thailand, the country was shut down, meaning nobody in, nobody out.
Shit. So you left at the perfect time.
I left at the perfect time. I also fought during the pandemic, which is crazy. So like, bro, if you leave the country in Thailand, if you left the country to get back in, if you have to do a 2-week quarantine in a hotel, what they call like ASQ, like it was something. I even made a video. I made like a blog about it and everything. Just fucking. So I fought, lost my fight, and then I had to stay in a hotel for 2 weeks, locked in the room. I was like, fuck, man. Not locked in the room. Like they let you out at like 4:00. You get to pick a time. Like you can have like a 1 hour. You get that 1 hour rec time in the goddamn hotel.
Sounds like prison.
Bro, it was bad, dog. But they were just freaked out about. Remember that two weeks to stop the spread or whatever. Like, so how retarded, bro. Like, oh, you gotta hide for 2 weeks before you can get exposed again. But yeah, I fought in the pandemic era, and then they kept shutting down the country. So the country was open. It was chilling meaning what I mean by open is just like meaning things were open, but they weren't allowing foreigners to come in anymore. So to come in, you had to do the 2 weeks, which was kind of cool because then Thailand got like all the tourists left. And it got kind of nice because the streets were a little bit more quiet, The crazy party tourists were gone. So all the people there were like locals. So it was a good vibe. But then when I was there the last time, they had opened up again. Everything was running. And then we went into like a second wave came. Or a bunch of people popped in Thailand, so they shut down the country again, dog.
Yeah, because they had all the strains, like countries like shut down and open like 3 times.
Exactly. So exactly. So when the pandemic first happened, everybody in America was tripping out, and we were like kind of doing good because Thailand, they kept saying like, oh, we only had 5 reported cases. They were like, I don't think they were really testing. That's why, So they had like no tests. But they said nobody had COVID. So then the country was open, and then the tests started coming in like crazy. And they locked it down. Then they opened it up, and then they locked it down again. And on the second lockdown is when I left, bro. It was 9 p.m. curfew, dog.
Wasn't it something like Yeah, cause I remember hearing about Thailand, like if you wanted to visit for those 2 weeks that you had to quarantine, like you basically had to pay for your own hotel, you had to pay all this.
And you know what's crazy? People were doing it because like guys were there. There was a lot of people getting jobs and coming. I was living in Bangkok in my last year, and in Bangkok there's a lot of like foreigners, like a lot of teachers and expats, like people with like regular jobs that go there because it's like a New York City of Asia, you know?
Right.
And I was meeting a lot of guys that they were getting out of their ASQ quarantine or whatever. So when I went to go fight to come back into the country because I had a work permit, I had to do that. But the ONE FC paid for it, so that's one of the reasons why I did it. So I fought in an empty arena like you did, and then we came back to that shit sucked. You know, like you got to get a COVID test every day, and that's when they were sticking that shit on my nose, dog. Like,
Why is your nose bleeding in the fight? It wasn't the punch.
Yeah, it was the goddamn.
Trust me.
When they stuck a damn Q-tip into my brain, bro.
It's a rough ass Q-tip.
I heard some conspiracy shit about that, dog. They're saying that all those COVID tests, they got our data, they got our DNA, bro. Have you ever done the 23andMe?
No, never. I don't want to do it yet because of that whole concept.
Well, this is what I heard a long time ago. Everybody's doing this. Everybody wants to get their 23andMe. And then I heard some shit about this, right? They're like, oh, bro, but they're going to have your DNA when you do that. Like, you shouldn't do that. And the thing is, when they have your DNA, they'll know, bro, once they have that information, they know more about you than yourself, dog. They'll know when you're going to get sick. They can start to really look into it, right? Bro, right now, for 23andMe, the company, this just happened recently. So, I didn't do it for the same reason like that, right? I heard some shit about them having your DNA. Bro, everybody on their board team just quit or something because the company, they were like they just went private. So they're gonna become a privatized company, and now they're gonna sell it, and supposedly they're gonna sell all your data to whoever, to the nearest bidder. So that's why all the board members quit, because I think it was like some like shadiness, where like I think they all saw that it was not good, you know. So they all got pissed and left the company, but the company's gonna do with that information now what they want.
Everything that we've been hearing about the new industry is gonna be like data mining, and that's exactly what's going on. They're just selling our data all around. That's exactly what's going on. And now they even have our blood samples. So that's gonna be worse.
Yeah, exactly. They already had our data with the phones and shit. Like you know what I realized, dog? That they sell your data, bro, in these fucking parking places, right? So when I first moved to Miami, dog, I just got this phone number. And I go to my friend's parking garage and I have to sign up. And when I do, like, say, like, get cookies and shit, I notice, dog, right as soon as I go to his house and pay for the parking or whatever.
All your info came up.
No, that's when they start blowing up my phone. Now, bro, I get 35 calls a day from, I can't even answer my phone anymore, dog. Like, sometimes I miss clients and shit because it's just every time you pick up the phone, beep, and it's like some Indian guy, you know, trying to sell you something. But that's because their data, they leak your information, you know. I saw another thing recently. I've been getting emails like, oh, your parcel's ready at the airport. That's all scams, dog. And they say, like, when you start getting those emails on your text message on your phone, that's because your data got breached on the dark web and shit, you know?
Yeah, talking about, like, oh, your Amazon package is ready. Like, I didn't order shit. Like,
exactly. But we don't fall for it. But then they get my dad, dog. And they get the older ones are the ones that are getting, they're getting got, you know? Every day my dad sends me a screenshot. Is this real? I'm like, dog, don't answer that, you know? He's getting these emails like, you need to pay, you owe 600. We're gonna close your account. They do like some scary shit.
You think like, oh shit, I gotta pay this. And then all of a sudden your bank account is clean.
Yes, and they're slick with it too, because they'll make it look official. Like I've had one recently where they told me like my PayPal, like, oh, thank you for your purchase of like $998 on PayPal or something. Like,
this shit,
and I freaked out. I saw them like, what the fuck? And I checked my account, everything was normal, but it looked legit. Like it looked like a real PayPal email that they sent me, but. It had to be a scam, dog.
I had some issues where, like, my bank account, all of a sudden, I'd be up, like, 4 or 5K. And I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't my money. I didn't get this. Like, this shit didn't come out of, right? And then, like, later on, I'd see the withdrawal happen. And then I call my bank, like, oh, yeah, there's some people committing fraud. And it's like, yo, how the fuck did they push those funds into my account? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, dog. One time, I got hit pretty hard. I was on an airplane. I was in Thailand. I was waiting in line. I'm about to fly back to America after one of my fights. And then I'm trying to log in. I'm trying to do early check-in, right? In Qatar Airways. And it said, if you want to upgrade your seat for like $250. And I was like, oh, for sure, bro. It's super cheap. Like to upgrade to first class or something like that, right?
Yeah, Qatar Airways, that's like a 7-8 hour flight.
Yeah.
That was when you went to Dubai? Was it?
No. Recently, no. Like this was just one of my trips home. I always take Qatar Airways. So I was in Thailand. coming to Miami for like a month.
Got it.
And then yeah, it's like a 25-hour. It's like a 30-hour flight with 2 planes. You know, but
Upgrade that flight.
oh no. That's not how I got. How did they get me? I think it was the Wi-Fi. Oh, I think I bought Wi-Fi on the plane, dog. I bought Wi-Fi on the plane. I get home after like a 30-hour flight. I don't check my account or nothing. I go to sleep. When I wake up, dog, I cleaned out my account, dog. They got me. Boom. So whenever I bought like the $20 Wi-Fi on the flight, and they got somebody was like snatching numbers on the plane. I heard that's where they do the real scamming, dog. You know. And that's where I got hit, and they cleaned me out. Thank God that the world we live in nowadays, you just make a complaint and they put it back. But bro, it took like a couple days, you know. You gotta call the fraud accounts and shit, you know.
Nah, but you gotta be careful, like hopping on the Wi-Fi at airports, because sometimes they can customize like a network that looks very similar.
That's how they got me. I thought I bought a Wi-Fi, but somebody just made a network that I thought, that's exactly where they got me, dog. That's exactly what I got hit with, for sure. Yeah, and I read too that like you shouldn't log into like Wi-Fi's in hotels and shit either. Like if you have 3G, just use that. But you know what's fucked up is I fought in China a lot, so I'm pretty fucking hardcore. I'm a patriot, dog. But if you ever see me on TV talking like LeBron James, like I love China and Xi Jinping, it's because they got all my data, bro.
Yeah,
because in
could
China,
go after me.
yeah, they got me, bro. Because speaking of data and shit and getting your information, in China there's no Google. And I've logged into like 1,000 fucking hotel Wi-Fi's in China and airports too. You know what I'm saying?
They got you.
So
They got your info.
Everything, dog. You know, and then I had the WeChat app because in China you need WeChat. Like they don't, and the first time I went to China, WhatsApp still worked. So when I first went to China, there was no Instagram, no Facebook, no nothing. You got to get a VPN if you want to like do online, like social media. But WhatsApp still worked. The second time I went to China, my WhatsApp didn't work. I was like, oh shit. I was like, bare bones, nothing, you know? And then I didn't have a VPN that one time. I was like a rough trip. You're there for 3 days, just like fucking staring at the wall, just waiting to come home, you know? But bro, yeah, they got all my data, dog. And I have like WeChat accounts, and every time I would go, I'd have to like lose my password, so I make a new account. So they got me by the balls, dog. So fucking, you guys ever see me out here doing China's work? Just know that I'm being blackmailed, bro. All right, it's not real.
I learned to move throughout like the dark browsers, like the dark mode, like what on I think Google Chrome, like it's called incognito. So it's like you're on a private browser. That way they can't track your shit.
I heard. Yes, I seen that one. I like that one, incognito mode. Even though Joe Rogan said that was bullshit.
Yeah,
like, that's all. Yeah, but I do Brave. Like I got the Brave one.
It's supposed to jumble up the I forgot the name of the code. Yeah. It's not the VPN. Or is it the VPN? Like basically like VPN, they scramble it.
That's what VPN does. So I had a good VPN before I go to China. So then since there's no Google, you get a VPN and then you can log in from like a Singapore or something and use and then they think you're in Singapore and then you can get all the Singapore Wi-Fi. You know, you know in Asia there's no porn. Porn's you can't, like, you need a VPN just to watch porn.
And that shit in the US, like they're making that shit like normal. Like come on, like
bro. They fucking
it's getting bad. Like all the cartoons, like having a son, like I'm seeing all these cartoons and it's like, yo, all these cartoons are fucking sexualized. What is it? They got some shit. What is it? Digital Circus. They got some crazy cartoons.
I forgot. All right, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I forgot we were talking about that before. Yo, you have a 6-year-old son, bro. Young father, dog. That's gonna be. We were talking about before. Like, that's pretty cool, right? You get to be able to train with your son one day for sure. Yo, he's almost there, dog. Couple years.
I'm already training with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he can move and shit, right?
I side kicked him to his gut the other day. Like we had a few runs, just messing around. Like I wasn't looking, and then he caught me in my bad rib.
Yeah.
So like we kind of went back into the rounds, and I threw like a light side kick, but I still nailed him.
Oh, and he watches you train and stuff like this. He
likes
to see it and he gets into it.
Yeah,
that's the best example. Like you don't want to push your kids to do nothing, but if you make him want to do it, you know, like if he sees you training, he'll probably just want to be like you, dog. You know. Yo, all right, so let's get into that, bro. That's heavy, man. So you got to be extra aware of what the hell. Oh my God, when was your son born? 2018?
2017.
Oh shit, your son is the same age as my niece, bro.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, we gotta do a party one day. We gotta come over when the kids are coming over. You bring your kids over.
Hey, you know his birthday's actually around the corner, so shoot. We're probably gonna have like a little birthday party. So definitely bring her by.
Oh man, yeah, my niece. Fuck, so I'm an uncle now. You're your dad. Damn, fucking way different. I got the fun uncle, you know. I get all the good, you know. But bro, I'm trying to get my sister on that right now. Where I'm like, I don't think my sister's locked in like we are, dog. You know, she's a little bit, CNN, dog. So, but bro, I'm like, man, what are they? I'm always looking at my niece's iPad. she's on the YouTube, and I'm always like looking at that shit. Like I want to see what the fuck's going on. And there's some weird shit, bro. Like, yeah, what's going on, bro? The sexual act. What is this? What is going on, dog? What makes them do that, bro? Like, is this like world populate? Like, is it they want to like depopulate the world or what, dog? It doesn't make no sense, bro.
I always it kind of seemed like they like whatever dark entity is out there, they're trying to target the kids, because if they can target them at a young age, they have them brainwashed when they're adults. I remember I saw some YouTube videos. These kids are just sitting down watching, and then it's like a guy eating some candy, and then he turns into a woman dancing, or the woman turns into the man dancing, and it's just like all sorts of fuckery on these YouTube videos. It's just a little too much, and it's like the whole transgender, like that's only a fraction of like that whole hypersexuality. That's only a fraction of what I'm seeing on YouTube. Mainly, I'm seeing like it's all demonic. Everything is just heavily demonic. Everything is dark. Like you see all these like Brazilian funk music. That's like a good background song for like fight videos and stuff. But it's always like a demon, as like the wallpaper or something like that. And then you see all these cartoons. They're all demonic as fuck. They're all demonic. Like it's insane.
Dog, I don't know what
These toys. Like you seen that shit? Was it Five Nights at Freddy?
Nah, I gotta look into it.
There's like these animatronic things, like kind of like some Chuck E. Cheese shit. Like how they had the little Chuck E. Cheese mechanical band. But like they're like half dead and they're eating kids, and then it's like every toy's kind of come out like just crazy, very cynical.
No, bro, that freaks me out. And you know what it is too with the surgeries and the transgender thing, bro. You get a kid on puberty blockers or something like that. If they start getting operations at a real young age, bro. They become lifelong. They become patients for life, bro. So the pharmaceutical reps, I think it's coming down from you follow the money, dog. Right?
Yeah.
So there's big money in that, bro. There's big money in castration, bro, mutilation. Bro, you got kids taking off their tits. You got kids chopping off their dicks, dog, and they can't even, you can't drink and you can't go to war. But
they can't even buy cigarettes.
You can't even buy cigarettes, but you can't get a tattoo, dog. How can you not get a tattoo? How can you get your dick if you want? You can tell your fucking school. And what's the scary part is
they allow it.
Bro, it's a separation, like you were saying, bro. These YouTube channels, they indoctrinate these kids early, and they separate the mindset, so the kid is already thinking different from you from a really early age, bro. This is why they want to separate, bro. They want to separate the family house, man. Like, there's more money in that, and they indoctrinate the kids through that, like subliminal. It's crazy to say that, bro. Because I'm telling you, I watch my niece's shit, and it's just something doesn't feel right. I'm like, yo, what is this shit? All these characters, I don't know what they are. I'm like, yo, is that a boy or girl? What the fuck is this? It's like all like weird clown looking, like, yeah, it's not. I don't know, bro. I don't like it, dog. I don't like it at all, dog. They got videos of kids like doing stupid shit too. Like the shit that attracts my niece's attention. I know this is crazy, dog. Like, she was watching a video of some girl like opening gifts. Like, I don't know, man. It
sounds simple, but then like when you look at it, it's like, wait a minute, why is she doing that? And this
like
is
materialism. They're like putting materialism.
Kids.
Like, yeah, bro. I was talking about the other day, dog, with my boy. Bro, this fake ass shit. And these women, bro, what are they doing to themselves, dog?
These women, tits, they're already gorgeous.
Their cheeks,
and then
their eyes, and their lips, bro. Who told people that we want lips like that, dog? And yes, my bad, I cut you off.
Yeah, they can be beautiful, and then they want to do all this bullshit to themselves.
Bro, I don't know. It's that Kardashian shit, dog.
Yeah, they kind of started, I guess.
Bro, people are looking fake. They're looking fake, dog. The tits, the ass, the lips, and the eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
And the result is that shit's going to expire.
That's what... Yo, what
women are getting sick.
Dog?
Women are getting sick. They're dying from these plastic surgeries that had complications.
Bro, the ass plastic surgery, the only mess up, you can risk dying. You can die on the operation. Yo, people have died from the ass. Bro, that ass surgery is so dangerous, you could die from it, dog. And it's not like... It's like you probably have to sign a waiver. Like, if you die, it's on you. You know what I mean? That's how sick we are as a society, dog. Speaking of, like, bro, the kids, look what they did to the adults, bro. They got all these women, and everybody's on drugs, dog. Everybody's on fucking painkillers and antidepressants,
ADHD
dog.
medicine.
ADHD.
Yeah.
I do comedy, bro, and then, like, bro, yeah, we're just blessed that we found training, and I don't know, something about the gyms and the culture in the gyms, bro. Everybody seems to be like-minded, bro. We all are kind of locked in and in tune with our bodies, so we don't fall for the bullshit.
We're very conscious of ourselves.
Yes. And I think because we train and we fight, we've already accepted that we don't live like regular people. And I think after you start fighting amateur and like you're locked in and you're doing jiu-jitsu, like we're programmed different, dog. Like I bet you we all recognize that like hopefully we all become rich, but I don't think none of us are really motivated by money.
Nah.
You know, I think we like, for us, it's more like we want to fight, we want to make
more
money,
the path and like just achieving.
but you want to win.
We got goals to achieve.
Yeah, dog. So maybe that mindset sets you apart from like the regular working person that just goes to school and listens and follows the trends and gets vaccinated.
Because these people, they want to settle. They want to settle in a sense, and like we're always trying to break plateaus. We're always trying to improve ourselves. We're not trying to just like sit back and no, like we're always trying to find a way. You know, like we're forever evolving.
Yeah. Like for me, I need that fear in my fucking stomach, dog. And like, you know what's? That's why I'm so blessed that I found comedy, because I don't fight anymore. Like, semi-retired, you know. I just don't think I could take the shots anymore, bro. And I don't want to be brain damaged, dog. Like, if I completely get you. My last couple fights, like honestly, it has nothing to do with like just. Bro, I got dropped my last couple fights, and I'm like, damn, I don't think I can take a punch anymore. Then that's it. I gotta call a spade a spade. You know, I'll do some grappling or whatever. But I'm blessed that comedy gives me that same rush of fighting, dog. Because whenever I post one of those flyers where I'm performing, that's like a fight. That's like my fight flyer. You know what I mean? And then I'm like freaking out about that the whole time. Like all day, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go on stage tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, but regular people, they don't have that. I got it from competing, you know. But regular people, they just go to work, they get their check. They go home, they watch fucking football, and they just do that every day, you know? We're like, if you don't have somebody that wants to, like, if you don't have a fight lined up, you probably get a little anxious and shit, you know? Like, you probably don't feel right.
Yeah, type shit. Like, I got this itch. I got this itch.
And something about competing, we're blessed, dog. My bad, what you saying?
Oh, no, that fear, like that whole adrenaline, fight or flight, right? And it's like, I feel like the majority of people, they would rather take that flight, you know? They don't want to confront, you know, what's bothering them or even their interests. Like it sucks to hear like people not really going after what they want because they don't feel that they can achieve it. Or it's like, shit, just believe in yourself and just go after it, you know, like the saying that always stuck to me in high school. I used to be kind of shy, you know. I used to like want to talk to girls. I was always like good, like girls liked me, but I kind of felt like you know, I was kind of nervous making that final jump. Like, oh, let's go out. Like, you want to be my girlfriend? I don't know why. Like, it kind of like I was nervous. I don't know why. And then the quote that really stuck to me was, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And it's like, yo, might as well fail attempting than, you know, than regret, you know, like wishing you tried it all.
Yeah. No stone unturned, dog, you know? Listen, exactly, 100%. Like, bro, and I got to tell myself that every day, dog, because, like, sometimes I don't like the way my career turned out or whatever, but I'm like, yo, whatever, but at least I know. Motherfuckers go their whole life people go their whole life thinking they could, or maybe, because you know how some people, like, whatever it is, no stone unturned, dog. Like I know exactly where I'm at. You know, I know how I will do. You know what I mean? Like, whether I'm gonna break or whether I'm gonna fold, I already know. You know, if I'm gonna do good and like, at least I fucking, you know, you get under the fire, dog, and that builds character right there. You know, like all those L's or whatever. You know, like adversity. You know, like forging the flames.
Fighting like really brings you into reality because some people, they could be like, oh yeah, I'm the shit, I'm the coolest motherfucker, I'm the strongest, but then you go and it could be like a 250-pound dude goes against a 150-pound black belt and gets his ass ragdolled. Then he gets brought into reality.
The confidence of people who don't train is staggering to me. It's so like crazy how delusional people are, right? People have no idea, dog. When they talk shit about fights, like, oh, that guy's trash, bro.
Yeah. If that was me in there.
You ever heard this guy? I would fight, bro, but when I fight, dog, I see red.
Yeah.
Stop. You ever had a motherfucker tell you, you're like, what, dog?
All the time.
What? I was like, bro, you can see red all you want, then you're gonna see black when I put you. You can like. There's some people who really think that like. Nah, like, oh, but now, like, yo, you train and shit, but, like, if it was to the death, dog, you know, like, I'm a soldier. Like, no, dog, like.
You're saying it the same way I've heard many times. They're like, you know, if that was me in there.
Yeah, no. Like, people have no idea, bro. They have no idea, like, how fast, like, how, they don't know how, people don't have no idea how long a minute is in there, let alone 3 5s or 5 5s, you know? And with the crowd, with the lights, with the referee, with the people watching, dog, it's like, oh, we were talking about this. You ever fought in a ring before?
Fought in the ring? Yeah, one time.
How'd you like it compared to the cage?
I liked it. Like the cages that I fought in were kind of small, so I feel like the boxing ring was just far more spacious.
All right, that's why I wanted to ask you. I remember we were talking about that the other day in the gym, and yeah, that's one of the things I realized, dog. An MMA fight with with that cage, dog, you feel like the enclosure.
Yeah,
you feel like you're locked
you feel trapped.
When they close that shit, it's like ching ching. You're like, oh shit, I'm in this bitch. You know?
I don't know. It's like the wind doesn't really flow through the cage, I guess.
Fucking light. Said the lights are right there, hot as fuck, bro. I'm hot as fuck just from these 2 lights. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine you with the sweater, dog. My bad.
Now, I'm not even really feeling it, to be honest.
Got like 20 more minutes left, dog. I'm sweating bulls. I'm freaking out about you. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker gotta be hot.
I'm
dog.
good to make weight. Then I'll be closer to weight in case something pops up.
Yo, I just finished the Honey Badger hour. Ready to make weight. Anybody
5 pounds lighter, yeah, ready to go.
Oh, but yeah, man. My first time fighting in a ring was in China, and I was like, I felt way more air. I was like, yo, this is pretty dope, and I felt like I could move. You know, that was actually like the best fight on my feet. Like, no, it was not my best fight, but
like you felt very comfortable. Like it was the most comfortable you felt.
Yes, after my first fight in the ring, that's actually when I started. Like, that was my first fight that I started throwing a lot of kicks, and that's when I developed my low kick. You know. And but I was fighting in the ring, just like that space and shit, you know. But wrestling in the ring hurts your fucking knees, dog. If they have like that real boxing fucking tarvin. I had one fight that was like, oh my gosh, bro. I had like an inch thick deep on my knee, both my knees. I was on the ground the whole
That's
fight.
what vinyl, right? I think.
Yeah, it's some weird shit. It's like it's like a fucking, because it's grippy for your boxing shoes, you know. But yeah, man, that's dope. That was some good chat right there. But bro, how lucky are we that we got to find fighting and we found this thing that can drive us. And then, bro, what's good about training and fighting? Once you learn how to win a fight, or like, you can put that same knowledge and tools towards anything else in life. And then you can, whatever it is you want to be. Like, look, Joe Ray, bro, an amazing MMA career. Now the guy's killing it. You know, he's
amazing
killing
businessman,
it, bro. He's a real businessman, dog. He's out there making money moves, you know. And that guy's probably better now than he was when he was fighting, dog.
Oh yeah, he said he feels fucking amazing now.
And he looks fucking better than he ever did, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, retirement, yeah, dog. So, but he used that same mentality they had in training, that never quit fucking grinding style, and he just put it into business. And now he's out working all his fucking coworkers, business guys, you know?
That's right.
So, because they're just going to work every day, you know? He's like, yo, all you gotta do is, but that's a whole nother type of stress, dog. On the phones and shit. And like, looking at the computer. It can't be.
That, like, I feel like my vision was kind of going because my job, like, really calls for a lot of like, screen time on the computer. Yeah. Like, it's hybrid, but still, like, I feel like one of my eyes were kind of going, so I was nervous. I had to get like a new set of blood work and eye exams for this past fight. Luckily they did all like the deep retina checks with the ophthalmologist, and then my eyes were perfect, thank God. But shit, I gotta get myself computer glasses cause fuck.
For sure. And then they say it's not good for you to be looking at the screen all day. Mm-hmm. You know? They say it's really bad. Oh, you saying that just reminded me. I should look into that because I spend a lot of time editing, bro, these fucking podcasts. Dog.
Yeah,
so
computer
sometimes I'll be on
glasses.
the computer like fucking 3-4 hours sometimes putting this shit together, you know?
The anti blue light glasses.
Oh yeah, that's when you go to sleep, no? Or
no, it's just for computer screens.
Okay. Hey, so let me ask you, we'll get into because you were talking about I seen that people, those blue things, I seen people wear that when they go to sleep at night, right? To like help them get like more. Have you seen this one? Like
what's that, like eye mask or something like that?
Yeah, or or I think it like locks out UV rays from your phone or something when you sleep at night, so you can get like a more deeper sleep, you know?
Do you want to know what I do? So I always heard about Organite. It's like a blended crystal. Like a bunch of different minerals. But what Organite does, it has very strong like anti-radiation properties. So pretty much that's like a little crystal. Like usually they sell it in like a shape of a pyramid or like a disc. But like you put it by your bedside, like when you go to sleep, or you put it by your router, and then what it does, it blocks the radiation. So like a lot of people, they may have trouble like falling asleep, or their dreams are a bit odd, because their phone's like right next to them, or like they're sleeping right next to their laptop or something like that. But that crystal blocks out the radiation. And I feel like ever since I've been doing it, I'm not sure if it's more like a subconscious thing, but I feel like my sleep's been perfect. I keep 2 of them by my bedside.
I'm gonna have to get into that because gotta get into the sponsor of the pod. I'll put it right here, dog. Yeah, I was talking to Baboon. I had Baboon on the podcast a couple months ago, and we were talking about that. Yo, he turns off his router. He doesn't have no router in his room, and he has his phone outside of his room when he sleeps. He has no, and you know what I realized? I charge my phone on my bed when I go to sleep. That's really bad for you, dog. I heard that all that shit is like, all that energy is like coming into you. Like, you're getting all that from the charging on your phone. Yo, yeah, the Wi-Fi signals are fucking with us, man. Like, yeah, bro, you gotta look out for yourself, bro. You gotta take care of yourself, because the government and these people, they ain't gonna do it for you, man. Our food is poisoned, bro. They're poisoning us. They're taxing us. These fucking people, they're running amok on us, dog. They're coming after our kids, dog. They're coming after the kids. They're coming after our food.
They're turning the frogs gay. They're doing all that. They're like, fuck.
We need a revolution, you son of a bitch. God damn it. We're gonna get this podcast is gonna get goddamn we're gonna get demonetized.
Get the revolt going.
But listen, I'm not gonna be the first one to take a shot. We need somebody to start a revolution, but I'll be right behind you, dog. After like the first 100, I'll be like in the second wave, dog. I'm not gonna be the goddamn martyr, you know.
Speaking of revolutions, I love where I come from because I'm Haitian, and you know Haiti's like the pioneer of like revolting and revolution. Like, come on, they help motivate a bunch of other countries to gain their own independence. We helped send out soldiers to do the same. We even helped during the Civil War, but the U.S. doesn't want to give no credits.
Tell me about that. I don't know too much about
is.
Haitian history, so tell me about that. What do you, like with the revolt? What was the first revolution? So they were like colonized by the French, right? Or?
Yeah, they were colonized by the French, and then we're able to revolt. Like we're the first like slaves to make an official like
yeah.
like rebel and gain our independence.
Oh, that's dope. But there's a proper war for that shit. Like they had to like war, like or like,
oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
What year was that around?
Jean-Jacques Dessalines. That was 1776.
Oh wow, bro, that's
And
a lot of history.
And then they
there,
gained their independence in 1804.
Wow, but they were colonized by France, right?
Yeah.
Yo, these fucking French, dog, they get around, dog. Those some colonizing motherfuckers, dog.
Shoot, the French ran Europe at one point.
You forget, right? Because like we're American, a lot of people speak English. But bro, when I started traveling, a lot of people speak French, bro. And then you forget about the islands, you know, you get all the Caribbean French.
Yep.
And then my boy,
Bunch of Africa to speak French.
yes, yeah, a bunch of African, yo. And then my boy, he's a professional surfer and MMA fighter in Tahiti. Motherfuckers over there, dog. He hate their, but the same thing, bro. They all speak fucking French in Tahiti. Yo, these guys, the French got around, dog. The fucking motherfuckers, they set their stamp. I'll tell you that much, you know. But yo,
they gotta saying something about like in Haiti. Yeah, like to speak French. That's only for the kids and women.
So what did you guys have? Do you have like a home? Do they have a natural dialect too in Haiti? Or
Creole. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Creole. That's right. And
that was a language that they devised to combat the French. The French couldn't really catch on to what they were saying, so they used that to their advantage.
Code and shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably a lot of good history in that, yo. Damn, that's amazing. I said I don't know too much about Haitian history, dog. But yo, it's fucking crazy what's going on right now, right?
It's insane.
You still have family over there and shit?
Yeah, I still have a lot of family out there. They don't want to leave, but it's like you know, like so much turmoil. Like they're getting pushed to leave, and I feel like this is something that the UN, US, like they truly want. They want all of the strong minds to leave Haiti, so that way because like once like kind of like what happened in Hawaii with the whole burning, what's happening in North Carolina with that whole mass flood and a bunch of homes being destroyed. Like people are about to start leaving. And I forgot what it's called, where pretty much like the U.S. can kind of just go in and, you know, claim all the territory. That's what they're doing in Hawaii. That's what they're going to do in North Carolina to mine all the minerals. Haiti's loaded with natural resources, gold. They have the highest iridium deposits. They have the highest iridium deposits throughout the Caribbean and number 2 in the world. So it's like, of course, the UN and the U.S., they want their hands in that.
They want your, what do you call it?
Resources.
They want your resources, and they're gonna put a puppet government of that's democ.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna put a demo. They're gonna act like They're gonna act like they're gonna fix. They're gonna fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do, dog. And this is what we've been doing since the Vietnam, dog. We're gonna go somewhere. We fucking fuck it up. We say, oh, you guys are communists. Fuck it up. They try to separate them, and then they try to put a puppet government, dog. Bro, Ukraine, dog. You know Ukraine is gonna be. They're leveling out Ukraine right now, but dog, who do you think is gonna rebuild it? All the companies all the money we're sending over, all those people sending money from it's gonna be all of American companies that are gonna help rebuild it, and they're gonna make it like a smart city, fast city where everything's easy to track, able to control. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So supposedly they're just doing the same thing in Ukraine, dog.
Yep.
They're gonna destroy it, and then they're gonna get paid to rebuild it. So they're gonna fund the war to help destroy it, and then they're gonna fund it and then they're gonna fund the rebuilding.
Shit, then we got Palestine getting leveled out. Like they had interest of like rebuilding like another city there.
Dog, that shit makes me crazy, bro. That shit makes me like.
Can't really talk about it too much.
That war shit. That's what I don't know. Like with politics and shit, I've never voted, dog. You know, I never really trusted any of them. You know, like I was overseas. You know, and then for the last election, the one before that, I was overseas. I was overseas for the last 2, with the Trump and the Biden one, you know? But yeah, bro, you know what's fucked up? All these countries, they all support. So they all gonna support the war over there and to fucking bomb these people, you know?
It's insane. And then the draft for the U.S. that they're talking about like, oh, it might be possible, and it's like, yo, they're gonna try to fund, they're trying to draft us to go fight for Israel. Like, dog, if I get drafted, I might have to do some shit. Like, yo, okay,
Dude, like Muhammad Ali. Dog. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm past the age now. I think I'm too old to get drafted, but bro. Hell no. That's why you gotta respect guys like there's no athlete like that anymore, bro. Nobody speaks up. What athletes right now are like? That's why I respect a lot of these guys when they speak up and shit. But like, yo, what athletes right now are speaking up, dog?
You got Bilal Muhammad, like he's been.
But man, Muhammad Ali, dog, he fucking gave up. Muhammad Ali in his prime career, bro, went to jail because he wasn't gonna go fight in a war that he didn't believe in. You know, that takes some serious what do you call it? Character, bro. You know, it's like how much millions do you think he gave up in the prime of his career, the best heavyweight boxer. And if he would have went to the military, you know, they're not gonna put him on the front line. That guy would have had an office job somewhere. You know, he could have took the easy route, dog. And then when he could have came back, they would have built him up, our champion, combat veteran. You know, he said, nah, fuck that. He went to jail, dog. He was like, I ain't killing nobody. You know, it's fucking unbelievable. Yeah, he's a real G, dog. Muhammad Ali could walk the streets anywhere in the world, bro, and people know him. Mm-hmm. You ever seen those documentaries?
True advocate for the people.
Yeah, bro. You seen when he fought? Where was the Thriller? No, that was in Manila. It was in Philippines.
But he had a fight in Africa.
Who did he fight in Africa? I was trying to think. Who did he fight? Did he fought? Was it
I can't
George
say.
Foreman or Frazier?
Shit,
one of them.
I can't say.
One of them. But with the documentary, you seen that documentary?
Not yet.
Oh, bro, check it out online. I watched it on the plane, bro. It was so good. I think when we were kings. Fuck, bro. And when he went to Africa, he was already like counted out. I think it was George Foreman in Africa. I think Frazier was in Manila. Fuck, we need to get this right. We need a young Jamie right now. This is why I need a goddamn kid on the computers. You know what I'm saying? To
got
fucking pull us up, you know?
Yeah.
We're out here buzzing some retarded fast. Like Osama bin Laden. Like, no, with him, Osama bin Laden. I don't know. We gotta see who he went to go talk to, dog. But those are two bad guys. I don't know. Those are the bad of the bad.
People don't stand up to these enemy leaders as they used.
No. Well, fucking
Trump?
Trump,
Trump's the only one who did that as a president.
Bro, Trump he made the peace in the Middle East deal, supposedly. I don't know what that deal was, but he did some shit between Israel and some of these other countries. And then Tucker Carlson had Putin. He interviewed Putin, dog, you know?
That's huge.
And he was getting a lot of shit for that. But it's like, bro, this is where the whole world's fucked up. They got everybody thinking it's beef and beef. It's like, yo, I don't, like, the news, the mainstream media, they tell you, like, oh, it's good and bad. I don't think the world works like that, bro. There is no good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, America, we think we're the good guys. It's like, are we the good guys when we're fucking in all these countries? These motherfuckers are throwing rocks at them, dog, and we're coming out here with like, who are the terrorists when we fucking roll up with the machine, with the fucking grade A fucking material? You know, these guys don't even have they don't have uniforms, dog. You know? So it's like, what do they think we are? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's rare that we really see countries that are like, oh, it's the U.S. like welcome them with open arms. It's always like, yo, they hate us. They hate Americans.
Yeah, I was traveling the world, dog. Like when I was living in Asia, bro. People aren't too fond of us anymore. And I would have to defend America. I would defend America all the time, dog. You know, I would go out there and people talking shit. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? For all of our bullshit, you can be an American, and the only good thing I tell you to those people, because we do get a lot of hate, but I'm like, listen, we get a lot of hate, but we're the only country I think that you can go there and you can become that country. Like if I go to Thailand, I can't go to Thailand, migrate to Thailand, or immigrate to Thailand, and then get a Thai passport, become a Thai person, and then the Thai people will treat me Thai. They'll never treat me like a Thai. We're an American. You can be from Africa, you can be from Venezuela, you can be from wherever. You come here, you do your time, you get your passport. And nobody can ever take that away from you.
Yeah, and then you may not have much when you get here, but you have the opportunity to make whatever.
That's the realest shit ever. That's the one thing. For all of our faults, it's the land of opportunity, dog. Mm-hmm. You know, nobody goes to Taiwan to be the best in the world in anything. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna go do in Europe? You're gonna go to Europe to go open up. You're gonna go open your business in Europe? Nah, bro. You're gonna go to New York and and make it. So. For all of our shit, that's why we gotta defend ourselves too, because we are the shit, you know. But we're fucked up too, you know. You just can't be blind, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it, dog. You know.
What was it that whole TikTok social media algorithm? It's like in America, like it's all just nonsense, but then in Asia, it's like everything is educational.
Oh no! In China, they're promoting these kids to be doctors. They're promoting, you know, because that's what's fucked up in America, bro. We're in the goddamn. You ever seen that famous? The guy was like an old CIA agent, and he always has videos. He talks about how like the circuit, like Like when you see like all the shit, like in Rome, that's what they used to do. Rome used to put like big festivals and extravagant fights when shit was going on. You know, like let
That
the
makes
people,
sense.
like give them cake, like they feed the people and like keep them happy, entertained. You know, and that's what happened in America, dog. We idolize famous people, rich people, and influencers, and then like we're in China and Asia, especially in China, bro. The TikToks they idolize mathematicians, scientists, like superstar athletes,
People with real world skills.
people with real world skills. Where in America, you got these kids. Bro, look, they got kids. Our kids want to look like the Kardashians. You know, you got girls right now who are 12 years old probably thinking about getting fake asses and fucking lips. You know what I'm saying?
The issue is the idling. Like like how you mentioned, like in Asia, they prize doctors and people of real world skills. When it's like you have these influencers that, you know, they just may be paid for 20, 50,000 followers, and you know, all these kids think that, oh, because they have this large fan base, that they're important, what they're speaking is true and valid, when that's not the case. These influencers, they don't have no social media. You can call them fucking autistic because these kids have no social skills whatsoever.
Bro, fuck yeah. They are, dog, useless. And then
All these kids, they're going to jail, doing the most craziest shit, letting gang members fuck their girlfriend or something. Like they're all nerds. I don't know, nerds just trying to be cool. Like they're all trying to fit in.
clout. They're all everything for the clout and for the views, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching some video, bro. Some streamer kid fucking crashed his car and videoed that shit. Like, sick, bro. People are dying right now trying to get shit, like, moments. You know what I'm saying? It's so
Right.
bad, dog. Like, something happens to somebody's life, they just want... It's like that Black Mirror's episode when everybody has the phones and they're following them around, you know?
Oh yeah, I seen the episode. Now that I
I
think
forgot which one. I forgot that episode, but I remember there's one, like, everywhere, like, instead of stopping in the crime, like,
The
somebody's
girl,
about
like,
to kill
needed help or
this bitch, and
something.
they wanna just pull out their phones and see the train wreck, you know? It's fucked up. It's something about human society with the camera and the video. Like, we have this... Humans, bro, whether we're aliens or what it is about us, but we have this thing about fame that we just really crave it. Like, we want to be famous. I don't know why, or like, but it changes everybody, you know? You make a bit like, when Murad got the stitches, you know why he did it? He went live, and he said he didn't want to take it off because he got, like, over, like, when he saw the views go higher, he just left it up. It's like we crave that. I don't know what it, but it's all humans, you know? Like, you can't, it's almost like you can't even knock these influencers and shit because they're just giving what they got, you know? Like, I would do that shit too. Like, people wanted to see it, you know? But
Yeah, that dopamine addiction. But it's like
but it's not real.
right.
You know? Yeah,
At least like they can kind of monetize that because dog, like you get like 100,000 new followers, especially on YouTube. That's money in your pocket. That's
I know,
kinda,
it's weird, right?
but it's a
So-
little too much. Like it's like you're selling a part of yourself.
You're selling your soul, right?
Yeah.
It's like these Hollywood people, like all these are like, yo, what about these Hollywood and like false idols, dog? They got us worshiping all these goddamn pedophiles and sexual deviants
And
and
they're
people.
all coming to light right now.
And bro, these are the people, like, you seen LeBron James, hey, I love me, a Diddy party, but this guy was on fucking TV shunning us, you know? Shunning people for like, you know, for the political agenda, dog. They get paid to say some shit, and they're like, and they look down on us. Like, oh, you need to get vaccinated, you need to do this, you need to play your part. And these guys are out here doing shit like that,
Those
you know?
false idols,
False idols, dog.
Shoot,
False
we hear
idols,
those
bro.
stories. The stories like we hear about Jesus getting upset, Moses getting upset because these people are trying to worship false idols. That's we're in the epitome of that right now. All these false idols, right. These basketball players that are all legendary. All these actors that are all legendary. They're all terrible people. They're all mixed in with the wrong crowd. All these cults, and it's like, yo, come on.
Yeah, and actors are really weird people. You know, Joe Rogan talks about that. He doesn't even you notice he doesn't really have actors on his podcast. And
Yeah.
when he does, they are fucking weird, bro. Whenever he has an actor, you're almost like, I wish I didn't hear that shit. I like this guy as fucking the character he played, you know? As soon as he starts talking, what was the one guy I used to love that he's like crazy, he has like crazy Trump derangement system? Robert De Niro? Robert De Niro done lost
what's
the
up with
plot,
him?
dog. He's just always going online, going crazy, losing his shit over Trump. He hates Trump so much. I'm like, dog, get over it, bro. Like,
Nah, you can't have that much hate for another
you
person.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he really hates him, dog. You know, it's like yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, like, false
maybe
idols.
Trump did something, and maybe Trump
They-
did something with his wife, one of his
Yeah.
wives in the past. So, I don't know.
They
I don't
must know each other for
They got
sure,
they got
you
some
know?
personal matter that they're probably dealing with.
Yeah, man, but all these politicians, what do they say? It's they're two birds of the same wings of the same bird. You know what I mean? Like, they're all fucking bullshit, man. But we're blessed, bro. Training, fighting. That's what's so good about the UFC. You can be, and the UFC is like it's gonna really grow more and more because
It's like a melting pot of its own. You have a little bit of every type of touch of the world.
everybody, and everybody through fighting can like, you can see how like, and how the UFC works, bro. And Dana White will he'll let you be whoever you want to be. You can say whatever you want to say. They're never gonna censor you or keep, like in ONE FC, they're like very censored. Like if you look at their IG, it's like it's all very like PG, like politically correct. Like nobody gets out of line there, you know. And like,
Yeah, but that's what's cool about the UFC is that they let you be who you want to be. They don't try to really push too much of an agenda. Like you're free to be who you want to be. Speak up the way you want to speak up.
yeah, 100%. No, and it's amazing. And then, bro, you know what's cool too with the social media and the YouTube and stuff, you get to really learn about fighters and like see their character, you know. And that's another thing about fighting, right? You're only as good as your last loss. Like you cannot be a champion and still be like a fan favorite where people absolutely adore you. Like look at Poirier, bro. People love when Poirier fights. Everybody gets so hyped. They're like so infatuated with him as the person, you know. Like that's what's good about MMA. It's a good time to be an MMA fan right now because like you can really with the people putting their channels and shit, you can really start to like see their personality, you know.
Yeah, that's what's cool. Like that's exactly like what you're doing, like with the podcast, what Andres is doing with Fighters Delight. Like it's like these fight fans, they get to really see behind the scenes of like how we really are. You know, like it's just not all brutality. We're not just all hard headed. Like we're actually real people. It takes a very unique and intellectual, approach to this lifestyle. It's not as barbaric as people would seem.
Like that guy, the Book of Five Ring or the Bushido, the Japanese, the samurai book. What do you say? You have to be. He says to be a warrior, you got to be a warrior. You got to be a philosopher. You got to be an intellect, and you got to be the guy he had the Mushashi. He had like the most sword fights. Yeah. He had like the most sword fight kills in history or whatever. He made a book, or the Book of Five Rings, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it.
And he talks about how like to be a fighter, you got to be well rounded. You know, he talks about like how a fighter, like with the sword, you got to be good with the sword, but you got to be also like a philosopher. You know what I'm saying? So. No, it's so true. With the podcast, you can really break down. That's why when I do the pod, like I do a little bit about fighting, but then just talk about other shit too. Because then you realize how much people are locked in. We're not just like dumb. I mean, we are pretty dumb, But for myself,
we're very linear.
Yeah, we're linear.
Very linear. We don't really care about a lot of other things. Like we'd rather. Enjoy life goofing around instead of like really focusing too much. Like a lot of people, they stress life a little too much. Yeah. It's like the more you stress it, that's all you're gonna gravitate towards yourself is nothing but stress and negativity.
Yeah, it's so true, man. Like you can literally like think yourself into like a good state. They say, like in bro, like through affirmations and stuff like this. Like The Secret, I didn't really think about none of that stuff, but I know it's real because when I started training, bro, and I put all my energy towards training, my whole life changed, bro. And like everything that I dreamed and wanted ended up like becoming like my circle, Like I remember when I first started training, I always want to like go to Thailand. I used to watch the videos of the Tiger Muay Thai tryouts. And I'm like, fuck, I want to be like those guys. And like fast forward 5 years, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm there, And like, or like guys, I remember when I was coming up, like all the guys from FFA, the fighters and shit. And I'd be like, fuck, those guys. And now they're all my boys, Like, so like, you can manifest like your life, but you can't just think about it and it's going to happen.
No, you have
put
to
the work.
Yourself.
If you put the work and you just go for that goal blindly, you start to see how like the universe rewards you when you put the work in. I notice, right? So that's pretty dope.
It's crazy. Yeah, that concept of like magnetism, or basically like like water's electric. And it's like when you apply certain like I guess emotions or energy towards water, if it's positive, it's going to be symmetrical. If it's negative, it's going to be distorted. It's like, the thought is kind of like that magnetic field. That thought helps build that magnetism. Nothing's really going to surface right away, but over time, that thought is gradually going to start pulling in, what you desire. And then eventually the outcome's going to come. But you need to keep that positive state of mind.
Yeah, bro. And they say that if you can think it, if your brain, you can achieve it. Like it can happen. You know what I mean? If you can see something in your brain, then there's like a reality in life that can happen. But you got to you got to put that energy into it. Yeah, emotion is energy in motion. That's the word emotion stands for. Energy in motion, right? And everything is moving. Everything is energy. Have you ever taken psychedelics or anything?
Played with it.
Like if you ever take like mushrooms or like psychedelics, you can see how like everything's connected, Like I feel like we're all one. Right? Yeah. And like everything you can see though, you can kind of like, it takes away the barriers a little bit, but it's so true, man. 100%, dog. And when you're training, anybody that's coming up and they want to fight and shit, you think about that every night, put down your goals, put down what you want to do, where you want to be, who you want to be training with, who you want to fucking, if you want to like idolize, you can literally make up the person you want to be in your head and like, go after and like become that person, But with the work, you can't just be like positive thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be in the gym every day because, like I said, the
you gotta
universe...
work.
The universe doesn't reward laziness, you know?
Because success is where opportunity meets preparation.
Yes, 100%. And you always notice that the most prepared people are always the most lucky. Like, oh, this guy is so lucky. Is he lucky or is it because he's always ready? You know, like, oh, I just got lucky. I got this opportunity. But like that, you hear that, right? Like, but if you're a UFC, if you're trying to get to the UFC, you take a short notice fight. But if you're in shape already and you're ready, and then you can win your UFC debut on short notice, it's like because you're prepared. Like, you got lucky, but you got lucky that you were in shape. But because you were in shape, the opportunity came around. You know.
That's right.
Anyway, so we've been going long. Fucking, we got to wrap this up for the editing stuff. All right, so Big Dog, you're on a 2-fight winning streak right now. Bro, super impressive roster, dog. Like, all killers that you fought, bro. I feel like there's some big things coming for you, dog. I'm excited between you and Jay and Justin, dog. We got some nice up-and-comers. I'm excited for what's coming up next for you, brother. Any fights? You just came off your last fight a couple weeks ago, right? So you're kind of like in the mode now, recovering. What's next after this? Any plans or on the horizon?
So right now, my goal is still to make it to the UFC and just be ready, just be in the best shape possible for anything that comes. Hey, if I got to get another fight, to set up that opportunity, so be it. If the opportunity comes short notice, so be it. I'm ready. I'm ready to hang with the best of the best, and I'm ready to take out the best of the best.
Hell yeah, bro. Yo, Olivier, thank you so much, my brother. I really appreciate the time, my big dog. Anybody you want to shout out or sponsor anything, you can fucking boom right there. Let them know, dog. You can plug them up.
Oh, yeah. Thank you to all my sponsors, Dynamic Wellness out of Miami, for always keeping me healthy. I greatly appreciate that all day, every day. Felt. Guys, check out the brand all over the U.S., all over Japan. It's a company based out in Kendall, so definitely get your high-quality thread. Get some style to your game. And then, yeah, thank you to everyone else. Thank you to Trinity Pest Solutions. Go exterminate your house. The bugs are crazy in Miami. Sadie's Printing, thank you for everything, for all the gear that you produce for me. Thank you very much. And Freedom Fighters, always love.
Hell yeah. What about your IG? What's your IG? People want to find you. They want to follow you on IG. What's your socials? Let them know your socials.
Yeah, check me out.
Down there.
Check me out at Real Warrior of God on Instagram.
I love it. Yo, that was a great chat, dog. Fuck, I enjoyed it. Hell yeah, bro. This is editing. The fans are in for a treat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Honey Badger Hour. Always remember, guys, train hard, always do your best, and let God do the rest. We are out.